שלום, צהריים טובים, מה שלומכם? אני בסדר, שמי דסטרי. היום אני הולך לקרוא בספר בראשית. Okay, today I'm going to be trying something new. I'm going to be trying a new software where I can actually have the words on screen and be able to break them down, and that might be a little bit better for learning purposes. In last week's study, we found out that Hanachash, or the serpent, was trying to deceive Eve by telling her only half the truth. So, with that being said, this is where this lesson starts. This is Genesis, chapter 3, verse 2 and 3, and here goes. This is the Nakud part. ותאמר האישה אל הנחש מפרי עץ הגן נאכל ומפרי העץ אשר בתוך הגן אמר אלוהים לא תאכלו ממנו ולא תיגעו בו פן תמותון. Okay, with that being said, let's look at some of the prefixes. Okay, here we got some prefixes, and let me see here, I gotta change. Okay, some of the prefixes are, you got the vav prefix is and or but. It's a joining. It joins two concept. That's why in the original Hebrew there was no periods, and that was one way to join two concepts together. So we got the vav is and or but. We got hey is the. The hey prefix is the woman. So this would be the. And then here's another the. And the mem prefix is from. This is from the fruit. And then of course you got the hey is the, and the noon is we. We eat. And then here is and from. And then we got the, and the tav prefix is you, and the m prefix, or the mim prefix, is from, you and you. Okay, with that being said, let's break down the, let me see, let's use purple. Okay. Okay, here goes. Vetomer means the vav is and then you got the shoresh, or the root of this word, is said, and said. Now this tav indicates that this is a feminine verb, and what is this feminine verb linked to? It's linked to the woman. So she said, and said the woman. El is to or unto, to. And remember, the hey prefix is the. Nachash. Now this is the root word, and it means serpent. To the serpent. From, remember, the mim prefix is from. Peri is fruit, from the fruit. From the fruit. Of, I'm going to insert of because of is not in the Hebrew language, but for English speaking people it makes the sentence more cognitable. Now, eitz is tree. And I'm going to insert of one more time. Of, the garden. Now, gan is garden. Remember, the noon prefix is we, and ochel is eat. We will eat. Okay, so please excuse my awful sloppy handwriting. So here we go. And said the woman. Isha. Isha is woman. El hanachash. Hanachash is the serpent. Mipri, from the fruit. Eitz hagan nochel. Of the tree of the garden we eat. And that's exactly what God told them. And just to go back to the in chapter 2, this is what he told them exactly. Vaitzav Yehovah Elohim al ha'adam lemor mikol et hagan achol tuchel. And that means, and commanded the Lord God on the man, saying, from all the tree of the garden eat you will eat. So when the serpent tried to beguile Eve the first time, he tried to beguile her by only saying a half truth. So in this sentence right here, it says that and said the woman to the serpent, from the fruit of the garden, of the tree of the garden, we will eat. And then she goes on to say the rest of the truth. So this lets us know that she knew what God told her. And this is what she said. And, or but, from the fruit of the tree that looks like free, but it's supposed to be three. Let me just erase this real quick. I'm sorry that it's so sloppy. Maybe I need a different venue to do this. Okay. This is tree. From the tree. And eitz is tree. Asher is which. I'm going to insert is here because is not in the Hebrew either. Or the Old Hebrew. This word betoch. Betoch in the Old English is translated as midst. And the modern would be middle. In the middle of the garden. So gan is garden. Amar is said, of course, because we got amar here, and then that's the shoresh of this word, and said. Now this word Elohim means God, a big G. This word lo means no or not, but you have to say this word first. So this would be, you will not eat. You will not eat from, because the mem prefix is from, the shoresh, or the root of this word is min, from out of or from of. And the suffix vav is it, from out of it, or from of out of it. And this is low. This is low, so we have to look down here and see that this is you. You will not. You will not touch. And you will not. And you will not touch. This is a prefix on it. Now this is least. This is least, or would be probably a similar translation. Or you will and this is the shoresh of this, is this. But this has a extremely weird suffix, and it means that this is a lesser extent of this word. So a lesser form of death. And mot is death. So, or you will die. So, let's go back up here and look at what it means. And said the woman to the serpent. Nachash is serpent. Mipri, from the fruit, Eitz Hagan, of the tree of the garden, we will eat. That's what she's telling the serpent. And then she goes on to say the other half of what God said. But from the fruit of the tree which is in the middle of the garden, Gan is garden, said God, you will not eat from out of it, and you will not touch on it, lest you will die. And this isn't a instantaneous death, it is a lesser form. It's the type of a death like the process of being born and growing old and dying. That was the result. And there you have it. Hebrew is a wonderful language. Let me see if I can't one more time read it unto you. Let's do with just the Nakud, because the Nakud is really helpful. So here we go. Vatomer Haisha El Hanachash Mipri Eitz Hagan Nochel ומפרי העץ אשר בתוך הגן אמר אלוהים לא תאכלו ממנו ולא תיגעו בו פן תמותון. Of course, once again it means, and said the woman unto the serpent, from the fruit of the tree of the garden we will eat, but from the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, said God, you will not eat from out of it, and you will not touch on it, lest you will die. Okay, so there we know that the first thing that the serpent tried to do was only tell you a half-truth. And the woman, or Eve, was wise to this, and she quoted exactly what God told her. So, this is our second lesson. Thank you for watching, and I encourage everybody to learn Hebrew and to know the truth. And the truth is in Hebrew. להתראות, נתראה בקרוב. See you later.